Now you have translated, you must have enjoyed translating the nice pieces in your own language. Actually, when you were speaking these, making these speeches in your language, did you know what is happening around? You were so focused, absolutely focused. That focus is very helpful. It makes the job very easy. The students must be taught only to focus. They should not go to any classes, A, B, C. And frankly, now it is snowballing. The students are not interested in college, and lecturers are not interested in students because they say in any case they are going to go to the classes. This is duplication waste, total waste. So our old system, Guru Shishya Parampara, was excellent. Where the teacher is also a mentor. Mentor is the only word I could think of. But mentor is much more than mentor. It's parent on one side and Guru on the other side. Guru was probably more responsible for the upbringing, for the personality development of the students, not the parents. So that was the importance. Then strong desire of Guru. I just mentioned that now lecturers are not interested because they say anyway they are going to the classes. So what they do, they just will like to finish the syllabus. Now finishing the syllabus will not help. Does it help? Mr. Chabriya?
Sorry.
Okay. So we, the teachers must be totally involved. They should have a strong desire, which I have been talking about. And what I said about Anand sir yesterday, that is very important. The teacher is only a facilitator. I have only to encourage you to focus your and create a strong desire that communication is very important. Therefore, whatever time and effort you spend on this is well worth it. And then you have to continue. So then it will be very helpful. So communication is very helpful. And I can assure you, it's a very important ingredient in happiness. So now, what we have to do, you have to define what is happiness. So we will make again teams. Happiness is one subject, success is another subject, goals is third subject, 3 subjects. Happiness, goals, success. So now again, 1, 2, 3.
2, 3. 2,
3.
1, 2, 3, 1.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. 1 on this table. No, I think those are the tables because here I am also saying 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3.
Fulfill something in heart.
It's more than achieving something. It is like if you are in the family, you go to the family, you enjoy that.
Without knowing a destination.
That would be happy.
Your life is good.
You see, I mean, there are various types. If you see the Indian mythology, the happiness is 3-4 types. 3-4 types. One is Paramanand, then Brahmanand, सबसे बड़ा आनंद, and then like that various categories are there. So it depends, you know, the degree of achievement you have. So that defines our happiness, I think so. Like son, you know, celebrating his birthday, he will have a different happiness there. Parents will have other different happiness, and you securing rank in the class, that happiness to you.
It will be a success.
right? And then after success, she said that
Yeah, to
happiness
but
is
to
achieve the
set a
success,
goal that I will
we have
walk to my home.
set a goal. You have to set a goal.
Actually, which factors are necessary to take into consideration in order to set goals? Which factors are necessary?
Goals comes for every factor.
Yeah.
Everything.
You are
First
not
of
getting
all-
me. So suppose I बोलूं कि I want to go on the moon. Is it possible?
It has to be more realistic.
Yeah.
What is it you
Yes,
want?
Yeah, that's why I said which factors. So goal should be
Achievable.
achievable,
Achievable.
realistic, time bound. इसके लिए एक phrase है smart. उसका acronym मुझे
Smart,
याद है. S का नहीं आता. Success goal should be sustainable.
sustainable,
Achievable.
हाँ.
और
A for
Not sustainable.
achieve, M for manageable,
manageable,
A for achievable, R for realistic,
realistic and time bound.
and time bound.
Acronym. मतलब these are the factors. Smart.
Achievable.
सबसे पहले S का क्या है?
S
Sustainable.
for smart. हाँ?
Smart, yeah.
Smart.
और भी आप ऐड कर सकते हो कि your interest and passion for the subject.
Fulfilling your
For example, these 8 minutes, realistic and time specific.
Part of the life that you are doing it. Today from morning, if you have to come here at 9 o'clock, that is for the whole day you reach your home.
Because we have short-term goals, some habit area, some we have to present via
You have a goal. Your time management becomes better.
You achieve something.
Let us
You achieve the goal, the content to achieve the
And now
goal.
the result is happiness and success.
Small studies you can passion for that. वही cannot invest ये एक that we explain. So we are generally interested in
मुझे दारू पीना अच्छा लगता है, मैं बोल नहीं सकती मैं अपने स्कूल छोड़ना
Goal should be for improving
of anything to write to.
personal, professional, or any kind of
Quality of life.
And
we can also think, in our life, which thing has given maximum happiness. We can speak on that.
Finally, like you have delivered for 2 minutes the speech. You are becoming happy.
That's also, yes. If you completed the speech well, it is happiness.
People try to see happiness in those things where they are not able
5 minutes over, 2 more minutes.
in the process itself the happiness is lost.
Morning, Prince. Goals. Goals is nothing but a milestone that you set for yourself to achieve an end result. Without goals, there is no purpose, there is no character, there is no life. If you set a goal, achieve it, success follows, happiness automatically comes. Whatever you do, have a goal. Goals are the synchron of SMART is sustainable, S for sustainable, M for meaningful, A for achievable, R for realistic, T for time bound. All goals has to be set as time bound goals so that it's easily achievable, manageable, and the end product is success and happiness.
Very short. Okay, give her a big hand. But very short. You see?
Our topic is goals. So, what is the goals? Goals, this is a focus point of the person which leads to achieve a desired milestone. What he said. It has purpose to obtain particular success with passion, desire and plan. Now there is some factors which decide the goals. That should be SMART. SMART, S for sustainable, M for meaningful, A for achievable, R for realistic and T for that is a time bound. For example, if you want to open a hotel in a jungle, so it's not a proper goal because that is not sustainable, because there is no footfall of the person, public. It's not meaningful also. It's not achievable also. It should be realistic, which is also not possible there, and time bound, God knows. when you are going to get a profit. So whatever goals the person should decide, it should be in a smart pattern which we can achieve in a realistic manner.
Give him a big hand. You spoke 1 minute and 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Whereas actually we wanted 2 minutes. But doesn't matter. Give him a big hand. Next.
Hello friends, I am going to speak few things about goals, but I am going to start with 2 situations. Just try to visualize this. There are 2 guys, both are traveling on a plane, and I'll take the situation of a first guy. Both are rich, by the way, and both have a few times to spend on holidays. So one guy had booked the ticket one night before to travel from Europe to America through Africa. So what happens? The plane has some snag, and they all have to, the passengers have to take the emergency landing in a desert. So this guy who just booked the ticket yesterday, he comes out of the plane, and then he finds himself at least 2 days away from any nearest village or place where inhabitants are there. So naturally, in his backpack which he carries, he will not have any of the adequate supplies. He just packed on, it was a spur of the moment thing. So he will definitely be challenged by the situation, and he will not be prepared. And what was his aim? To go to America. So that also was not able to be fulfilled. So as a whole, he gets by it. Now comes to the second person. He knew that he had this amount of time a week before. He planned the trip. He had scouted the route which he'll be taking, and then when he came down, he had a few things, like first of all he had a compass, since he was traveling and he knew it was an adventure trip. So he had a compass, he kept it in his bag, and he knew if it is a desert, after coming out of the airplane, he took some water bottles also with him. So it was, and he followed the sun because he had the compass. So it was more proper for him because he had planned his thing. You know, to achieve a goal, which is a milestone or an end result, there can be a number of ways, and no matter how much preparation you do, things definitely do not pan out as you expect them to. So first of all, to achieve a goal, you have to follow certain parameters which our team has collectively formed a word that is called SMART. SMART means for sustainable, M for meaningful, A for achievable, R for realistic, and T for time bound. You know, any goal which is following these parameters will be a perfect goal, and with a proper amount of preparation, it is definitely achievable. And your life as a whole, since goal depends on person to person, and its main motive is to get the best out of you, will definitely be achievable. And the basic requirements for goal will be discipline, purpose, and focus. Because without these things, any goal, maybe crossing a road also, the small thing will be very difficult. And if you have these 3 things, then achieving the success like an Ambani will also be achievable. Thank you.
Good. Next.
Hello friends, good morning. According to me, goal is a milestone which actually a person decides to improve the quality of life. As it has been already been discussed by my team members, a goal should be a SMART goal. It should be sustainable, it should be meaningful, it should be achievable, and it should be time bound. Maybe I mean, a goal can be a short time goal which is a commitment which you make to yourself. Okay, today I won't use a lift, I will use stairs. Or it can be a long time goal from which we are, okay, I will improve my communication skills. but a goal should be realistic. I cannot set a goal today that, okay, 10 days later I want to climb Mount Everest. That is not possible. However, I can surely take up a commitment, okay, a year later I will practice in this period of time, and I can climb the Mount Everest. That will require discipline. Achieving any goals will cause you pain, but that overcoming that pain will actually give you success at the end, and that is the key to happiness. The commitment which you make to yourself while achieving a goal, and when you fulfill that commitment, that is what actually gives you happiness. A life without goal is a life without purpose. It's like moving towards a journey without a destination. It gives purpose to your life, it gives meaning to your life. So a person's life should be full of goals, short-term and long-term goals, and it is important that the goals which you make, you should achieve it in order to have success and happiness.
Nearly 2 minutes.
With goals in life, and I'm here to speak on the topic. We had a lot of deliberation over this subject, and finally we feel that goals are very, very important in life. Without a goal, you're like a cloud wandering in the sky without any direction. There is a saying which is, a rolling stone gathers no moss. Similarly, if there is no goal in our life, we don't know in which direction we are moving. So in order to fix in which direction you want to move, you must have a goal. Now the question is, what is a goal? Goal is the purpose of your life. Goal is your aim, or goal is, we can say, what you want to achieve from your life. Now, next question is, what are the factors which must be taken into consideration in order to fix a goal? I would say the most important factor is your interest into that field. If you select a goal where your interest does not lie, then in that case you might follow it for some time, but later on you will abandon it because of the lack of interest. Simultaneously, it is also true that goals should be meaningful, realistic, achievable, and if you fix a goal, you must give your 100% commitment to that goal. Which commitment, with the help of commitment, sometimes we can achieve the goals which seem nearly impossible. Here I would draw an example from a movie, Laksh, where Hrithik Roshan is playing actor's role. He is very wayward, doing anything, dancing in any way, not caring for any attitude. But there comes a point in his life where he feels that I'm like a rudder. I have got no direction in my life. And then he decides that he will join army. That was certainly not his first love, nor he was interested in that. But with the help of 100% commitment, he becomes a wonderful army man. And he achieves success in his career. So I would say that where interest is paramount, simultaneously your commitment is also equally important, if not less. Then also comes some other factors into consideration. You should select a goal which you will able to sustain. For example, if I decide I want to go on moon tomorrow, that is not possible. I have to see at what age, in which direction, in which sector I am planning to move. Here also comes a time factor which is important. You cannot fix a goal, okay, I will take 30 years and then after that I will achieve a goal. You have to have time-bound goal, and naturally, as life progresses, our goals also keep on changing. Sometimes we have a very smaller goal, okay, I want to reduce 2 kg, and for that my diet plan is this, for that my exercise plan is this. Then we have long-term goals of investment or achieving success. So every goal requires an interest, every goal requires a commitment, and every goal requires a certain amount of discipline in the person who is trying to achieve in that direction. But I would say that for everyone in personal life or in professional life, in order to achieve success, in order to achieve happiness, goals are the cornerstone of their lives, and they must fix their goals. And believe, my friends, your goals will take you to your parameter of success and happiness. Thank you very much.